So, hi everybody. So with the issue that I'm having with my computer system being out of date and obsolete now, so when it comes to my rug hookings, they are definitely a no-go. So what I thought I could do is while I'm hooking, just perhaps like I have an old video playing in the background to provide music, and I'm trying to find that. And just more or less talk while I'm hooking, so then that way you still get to see the process of the hookings and I still get to put them up. But what I might do is I'll do it in like a series, like a part 1, part 2, part 3, part 4, because it's gonna take a couple of different colors to do this Spiderman hooking that I'm making for my youngest. Because today I'm gonna only do the black. So basically just the spider part is what I'm gonna do. And that way I still get to put up rug hooking videos and you still get to see rug hooking videos, and it'll be like this until I get a new computer. So I hope y'all don't mind. Just bear with me for the time being. But a little bit of history about this type of rug hooking I do. As far as I know, this is like an Acadian style of rug hooking that's endemic to Shetty Camp, the area where I'm from. And I am a 4th generation hooker. Yeah, rug hooker, so to speak. Haha. I was taught this trade by my mama, my grandmother. And she taught me when I was about 9 years old. I had started with just a small like frame that about this big that most people do like needlepoint or cross stitch, I think it's called, on. And I did it on that until I was about, I think I was 13 when my mama like graduated me up to the next size, which was a small table like this, but like miniature, and where you set it on a big table and then you do your hooking on top of it. And then when I moved away from my parents and I probably married a tiny bit too young to my, at the time, ex-husband. That doesn't seem straight, but it's hard to do different directions with hookings because of the way the burlap is. It's almost as if you have to take an image and pixelated it to make it work, which sometimes isn't always easy. But yeah, do what you can. But yes, and where was I? Yes, so when I was 19, I bought my own table. It was a smaller one than this one, and I used that table until about till I was 25, 26, and then my mama passed away, and she left me her table. Now this table, she had this table for as long as I can remember, and this table is quite possibly older than I am. And I'm not about to reveal my age. But those of you who know me quite well, thank you for following me. You know how old I am, so you have a good idea on just how old this table is. So, but yes, my mother did do rug hookings too, so she was the third generation, my mère was the second, and my grand-mère, my great-grandmother, was the first generation. I have no idea if my great-great-grandmother did any rug hookings. I'm assuming she probably did, but because I don't know and I do not recall anybody ever telling me, I can't really say that I'm a fifth generation until I have further proof. But I'm a fourth generation for sure. And as far as I know, this type of hooking, like we've been hooking since Acadians first came to Nova Scotia back in 1604. Maybe not on a table like this, but in other ways that we were doing rug hooking. But this type of hooking didn't become established, I think, until the early 1800s. So, and it took off ever since, but however, it is a dying skill, or dying trade, I should say. Because I believe I'm only the second youngest person that is doing this loyally, like is constantly hooking. I know there's other people that are younger than me who know how to hook. They just don't do it all the time. Like I know we have the Tropignan where I live, where it's a museum about some of the rug hookings in here, and there's some of the students that they have working there, like they'll show tourists how they do make the rug hookings, but I think that's it. I don't think they actually do it full time, except for maybe one teenager that I've heard of that makes these gorgeous hookings. But no, that's how I learned my skill, and my boys don't seem to be too enthralled with wanting to know how to hook. I had mentioned the idea in passing to my sibling about maybe teaching her girls, because there are men that do this, but this is a strong female type of craft. I'm not 100% sure on why, but it was always like this was the woman folks' job. A lot of the men in this craft would make the tables, make the burlap, make the sailcloth, make the spikes and runs for the table to be used. But as far as like actually sitting down and hooking it, when I was growing up, I never heard of men doing that. It's only as of now that I've been hearing that men are doing it. Oh, and making the frames, picture frames for people to hang up their hookings. That's something that was more of the men's job that they would do instead of the women. I gotta figure out where my next is. Right here. So that's just a tiny bit of history right there. Get this correct. Okay, so right here. So I'm trying to match exactly how this side is going to be, so then they're both equal. 2, 3, 4. So I was thinking maybe perhaps in part 2 when I do the blue, you could ask questions and I could answer them, just so that I have something to talk about and I'm not just sitting here rambling. being annoying because I don't know what else to say. But full disclaimer, the Spiderman hooking is strictly for my youngest, and he's been asking me to work on it. I'm not 100% sure on what had happened. I just know that us rug hookers were not allowed to sell or craft anything that's associated with Disney and market for sale. An incident had happened years ago at one of the old former gift shops where, and I don't even remember what kind of Disney hooking it would have been based off of, but the lady was told that she was not allowed to do it anymore, or I believe she said that she was going to be sued. So we're not allowed to do any Disney type hookings, and Marvel is part of Disney, so not allowed to do that anymore. So this hooking, shoot, I pulled some out. So this hooking is strictly for my youngest. He's got all my DC characters that I've made on his wall. Some that I haven't videoed, like Dr. Fate, Black Adam, who else? Superman. What else did I do that I didn't film? Batman. I think that's it. Might be it. Like, there's Superman, Batman, Black Adam, and Dr. Fate that I didn't film. Everybody else I did, because I filmed Shazam, I filmed Wonder Woman, Blue Beetle, The Flash. I feel like I might be forgetting somebody. It will come to me, because there's a few on the wall. Why do I feel like there should be more, but that's all I seem to be able to remember for the superhero characters that I've done. But I have given away a lot. Like, I'll sometimes make them for birthday parties, like for little kids. You know, because everybody likes superheroes. But I find I need to make perhaps more of the female characters, and I'm just trying to figure out who to do next. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it's a toss-up between Batgirl symbol and Supergirl. And Supergirl is fairly simple. Supergirl is just, instead of doing the S in red, you do it in pink. Because I only have Wonder Woman for the girls, and you can't really do... Oh wait, now I'm muffing up here. 1, 2, 3. 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. I have to count. Sorry. 3, 4, and then I go up 1, 2, 3, 4. 2, 3, 4. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4. And then 2. Okay. Yeah, so Spider-Man is strictly for Raymond because he specifically asked for a Spider-Man hooking. And then he also wants, I think he said Thor. So I'll have to make him a Thor. Because originally I was going to do Aquaman next. And I still am. Because I can fit 8 of these 5x7s on my table. So I'm going to do the Spider-Man here. Above it will be Thor. And then I have 6 more places that I might do Aquaman on, where, of course, they'll go up. I'll save one for Raymond, and then I'll put the other 5 up for sale until a birthday party happens, and I know the kid really likes Aquaman. So, because I do, oh, which reminds me, I do have to do more Batmans, because I actually gave away my last Batman not that long ago to a birthday party. So yeah, so I gotta do more Batman. Where does this leg stop? Right here, I think. 3, 4. I think that looks about right. Yeah, because I'm gonna stop the blue here. I know the drawing is here, but once the coloring comes in, like this black won't show up as much on the blue. So I figured I'd put the blue more on the side here and then go more with gray for the webbing and then red in the middle, and then it should all pop out properly. So yeah, so after Aquaman, I'll need to do, I know people are probably wondering why I'm not doing any more plants. Well, I kind of have 7 for sale right now, and until one of them sells, I can't really do any more plants. So that's the dilemma there. There was a couple of times where my weeping fig almost sold this summer, but alas, it didn't. But that's okay. The right person will come along and purchase it. It only takes time. Because, for example, I had done one on the Aurora Borealis with a wintry scene. And that one sat in the shop for 5 years before somebody bought it. Because I made that one in 2017 and it sold last year. I was found shocked. Six. But I was glad that it sold. One more. Because sometimes these things, it takes time for them to sell. Like, as I said, my hooking that sells the most right now, or gets given away the most, a lot of times is my Batman. Because I've had to I made 8 back in 21, and then I made another 8 in 22, and here we are at the end of 23, and I'm gonna have to make more again, which is good. Good. I don't mind at all. It's what we want. And since I've never filmed myself doing that one, like, that one will make a video. We'll see how it goes. kind of come in here a little bit. There we go. But yeah, but I do have to, I really do want to do an Aquaman, especially with the new movie coming out in December. So we'll see how that one does in the office. The first one was fantastic. It did awesome, and it thoroughly needed the second movie. But we'll see how we'll see how it goes. Hopefully it does well. Hopefully all will do well, but we shall see. Since I'm almost done this one, as I said again, if you have any questions, post them down below, whichever. That way it'll give me something to chat about the next time I do this, so then that way I'm not just rambling about perhaps insignificant things. And this way you get to maybe learn a little bit more about me or about this style of rug hooking. You can follow me on Instagram, plant_hooker1, or TikTok at plant_hooker. Thank you for watching. Bye.